everyone, Age Graceful here. It's the month of March and it's time for another KIRF collab. This month we'll be doing looks in purple, and we're doing looks in purple to recognize epilepsy. Epilepsy is a neurological disorder. There is nerve cell disruption in the brain, and that disruption causes seizures. Unfortunately, those seizures can lead to problems in a person's life, such as their ability to be safe around the home, driving, and relationships with others. As I put on my makeup look today, we'll talk a little bit more about epilepsy and the treatments. Thank you so much for watching this video. After you watch my video, please go over to the other ladies' channels to watch their videos. I'll be leaving their channel links in my description box area. So as I mentioned before, we're going to be doing looks in purple. I'm going to be using a palette that I received from Temu. So we're going to see how this palette works out. I also have some lashes from them. The name of the palette is called Ultra Secret, and it's by Beslan. And I presume that this is a company in China. Sarah, who watches a lot of our videos, she sent me a link to a news report about Temu and how things really work over there, and it was very interesting. But I got this palette here from one of the sellers on Temu. Temu is the equivalent of a Chinese Amazon. This palette has so many beautiful shades, but I want to see how they perform. I'm going to show you the lashes right quick. Some of you may have already seen the lashes. They came two in a package like this. And I got the lashes that are called fried hair. And that's because they're a little bit frizzy on the ends and they curl up. So I'm going to be trying some of these lashes for this look. Let's get started. First of all, I'm going to explain, I'm not going to be doing foundation. This is the foundation that I wore to church this morning. So all I'm going to do is kind of like refresh the powder and the blush. The focus is going to be on the eyes and using this palette. For my shadow base today, I'm going to be using this LA Pro Girl concealer, and this is in the shade Toffee.
As I mentioned previously, epilepsy is a disorder in which nerve cell activity in the brain is disturbed, causing seizures. Epilepsy may occur as a result of a genetic disorder or an acquired brain injury such as a trauma or stroke. A person who suffers from epilepsy must be cautious at all times. Seizures come on suddenly and impact every aspect of a person's life. Patients who experience frequent symptoms are often unable to even care for themselves, let alone be able to drive, prepare meals, or even work outside the home.
I don't know how these shadows are going to perform, so I want to have a good base for them.
Some common symptoms are whole body, related to fainting or fatigue, but most people are more familiar with the muscular symptoms, which are rhythmic muscle contractions or muscle spasms.
This palette is full of shades. It has warm and cool shades, and the color stories are lined up beautifully, I think. I'm going to be working on this side here where you see the purple shades. We have mattes, we have satins, and pressed glitters. Let's see how this Temu eyeshadow palette performs. Well, I just barely tapped my brush into the lightest purple shade in the palette. There aren't any shade names, but I'm going to use this shade for my transition.
Some patients even suffer from behavioral issues. There's also other symptoms such as amnesia, anxiety, depression, headaches, sleepiness, staring spells, and even temporary paralysis after a seizure. Epilepsy treatments can range from medications, surgery, devices, or dietary changes. Most commonly, nerve pain medications, sedatives, and anticonvulsants are prescribed. Finding a good specialist in the area that you live is key to treatment of epilepsy.
Guys, I'm in shock. No fallout. And the shade actually is pretty buttery. It's going on nice and smooth.
The internet has a wealth of information in terms of organizations who help you to find both medical treatment and support groups.
Now, guys, I've just dipped into this deeper purple shade, and I'm going to put this on my outer corner.
The doctor who specializes in disorders of the brain is called a neurologist. It is important that your medical doctor refer you to a competent neurologist to diagnose and treat your epilepsy. With proper diagnosis and medical treatment, patients who suffer from epilepsy can lead normal, enriching lifestyles.
This shade, I'm seeing some fallout. I'm also finding that I have to re-dip my brush to get more pigment to try to build up this outer corner. I'm going to put a little bit of this NYX glitter glue on my lid because I'm going to try the pressed glitter now. So with my fingertip, I'm picking up this silverish purple shade and applying it to my lid space. Now I'm touching up my complexion with my Fenty Pro Filter Foundation in shade number 385. To bronze and warm up my complexion, I'm using my L'Oreal Infallible Powder Foundation, that kind of reddish one. I decided to hold on to it and use it as a blush or bronzer instead of a full face foundation because it's really too red. This is in shade number 365 and it's a copper shade. This is a plum shade gel pencil by Beauty Creations, and I'm going to apply this to my waterline. Now I'll be applying these lashes that I received from Temu. And at this time, I would like to thank Temu for extending an offer to me to try some of their products. These are called fried hair. They're really curly and they crisscross a little bit. These lashes are super long and super curly. And they're made for a look just like this. This is not a look that I would wear normally. In KIRF though, we keep it fun.
Patients with epilepsy also have a responsibility and are their own best advocates. Stay current with your medications, doctor's appointments, and treatments for best outcomes.
Well guys, I have the lashes on. They are super duper long and they are very curly. The one thing I do like about them is that the light does filter through. I don't feel like I have a sun visor on. I don't get that sun visor feeling, you know, where your eye is shaded and you can hardly see. The light really filters through. These lashes are perfect for these types of looks. The Ultra Secret eyeshadow palette performed fair. I would give it a fair, like a B minus, because on the darker purple shade, I really had to go back into the pan several times to build up that color. So I would use this palette again, but it probably would be for a look that I'm filming like this. Probably not anything that I want where I'm going to go out and I want my look to stay with me for a while. I'm not sure how this will wear, but I will keep it on for a couple of hours and I will report back, and I probably will use this palette again in the near future. For my lippy, I have a gloss here in a sort of purple shade. It's called Sagittarius, which is my sign. So let's see how this looks. This is how it looks on the doe foot. To build up the pigment, I really need to pack it on. This lip gloss does have glitter and it plays really well with the glitter on my lids. So guys, this completes my look for the month of March. I want to thank Manuela from the Makeup Therapy channel for creating the themes for the first quarter. I want you to come back in April. We're going to have some very nice surprises. Leanna Dalton has created the themes for the second quarter, and I'm excited to share them with you. The girls don't know yet. I will be telling them on Thursday what's in store for the second quarter. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. And when you do, hit that top notification bell twice. That way, you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much. I appreciate you spending time with me on the Age Graceful channel. Without you, there is no me. Make sure you go over to the other ladies' channels. Don't forget, I'll be leaving their channel links in my description box. You guys take care, and I'll see you real soon.